To our channel. Today we are covering SC-300 Microsoft Identity and Access Administrator. To find the complete list of questions and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to our channel. Today's questions are: you have an Azure Active Directory tenant named contoso.com that has email one-time passcode for guests set to yes. You invite the guest user shown in the following table. Please go through the table. Which users will receive a one-time password and how long will the passcode be valid? Please go through the answer area. The correct answer is users, guest 3 only, valid for 30 minutes. Now moving to next question. You have an Azure subscription that contains the following virtual machine. Name V1 Azure Region East US System Assigned Managed Identity Disabled. You create the managed identity shown in the following table. Please go through the table. You perform the following actions. Assigned managed 1 to V1. Create a resource group named RZ1 in the West US region. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. Please go through the answer area. The correct answer is you can assign manage to V1. Yes. You can assign manage 3 to V1. Yes. You can assign VM1 the owner role for RG1. No. Next question is, you have an Azure subscription that contains the key results shown in the following table. Please go through the table. The subscription contains the users shown in the following table. Please go through the table. On June 1, admin 4 performs the following actions. Deletes a certificate named Certificate 1 from Key Vault 1. Deletes a secret named Secret 1 from Key Vault 2. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. Please go through the answers area statements. The correct answer is admin 1 can recover secret 1 on June 7. Yes. Admin 2 can purge certificate 1 on June 12. No. Admin 3 can purge certificate on June 14. No. Now moving to next question. You have a Microsoft 365 tenant. You configure a conditional access policy as shown in the conditional access policy exhibit. Please go through the pictures. You view the user administrator role settings as shown in the role setting details exhibit. Please go through these pictures. You view the user administrator role assignment as shown in the role assignments exhibit. Go through these pictures. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. Please go through the statements. Correct answer is before admin 1 can perform a task that requires the user administrator role, an approver must approve the activation request. Yes. Admin 2 can request activation of the user administrator role for a period of 2 hours. Yes. If admin 3 connects to the Azure Active Directory Admin Center and then activates the user administrator role, Admin 3 will be prompted to authenticate by using multi-factor authentication twice. No. Now moving to next question. You have an Azure AD tenant that contains the users shown in the following table. Please see the table. You have the Azure AD identity protection policies shown in the following table. Please see the table. You review the risky users report and the risky signs in report and perform actions for each user as shown in the following table. Please see the table. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. Please go through the statements. The correct answer is user 1 can sign in by using multi-factor authentication. Yes. User 2 can sign in by using multi-factor authentication. Yes. User 3 can sign in from an anonymous IP address. No. Next question is, you have an Azure subscription that contains a user named user1. You need to meet the following requirements. Prevent user1 from being added as an owner of newly registered apps. Ensure that user1 can manage the application proxy settings. Ensure that user1 can register apps. And use the principles of least privilege. Which role should you assign to user1? Option A, application developer. Option B, cloud application administrator. Option C, service support administrator. And option D, application administrator. The correct answer is option D. Next question is, you have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription and an Azure subscription. You need to meet the following requirements. Ensure that users can sign into Azure virtual machines by using their Microsoft 365 credentials. Delegate the ability to create new virtual machines. What should you use for each requirement? Please go through the answer area. And the correct answer is next question is, your network contains an on-premises Active Directory domain services domain that syncs with an Azure AD tenant. The ADDS domain contains the organizational units shown in the following table. Please go through the table. You need to create a BreakGlass account named BreakGlass. Where should you create BreakGlass and which role should you assign to BreakGlass? Please go through the answer area. The correct answer is location, OU1, role, global administrator. Next question is, you have an Azure subscription. You need to create two custom roles named Role1 and Role2. The solution must meet the following requirements. Users that are assigned Role1 can manage application security groups. Users that are assigned Role2 can manage Azure Firewall. Which resource provider permissions are required for each role? Please go through the answer area. The correct answer is Role 1, Microsoft Network, Role 2, Microsoft Network. Thank you.